bricks. I'm just tryna feed my kids. I'm just tryna keep my way. I'm just tryna live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz, money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. Yeah, none of my cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital. The dash is digital. Go. Digital. Digital. The cash is digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital.
Hey y'all, I'm just getting the broadcast up, so bear with me. I wanted to, because I've been behind the scenes getting stuff together for a long while, and I was like, you know what? Let me just push and go live, and then I didn't even have the title updated. So I'm just here behind the scenes listening to like the different music to see what I want to bring into the show. Some of it is hitting, some of it is not. But how is everyone doing? How are you all doing? Welcome in, welcome. Oh man, how many of you remember the Tony Rich project from back in the days? This is what that voice reminds me of right now. If you remember the Tony Rich project, put up a number 1, because I remember that was way back in the days. Welcome. We're going to be doing this. All right. Oh man. Miami's in the hizzy. Shout out your state. Let's see where everybody's from. All right, I just got the thumbnail updated. Oh, somebody remembers the Tony Rich project. Oh, okay. We got some old heads in the house. Doesn't this voice, like the dreaminess, the etherealness of it, kind of remind you of the Tony Rich project? No, you know what? It kind of reminds me of Frank Ocean. It reminds me of Frank Ocean. That's what it reminds me of. It kind of, okay, I say a mix between the two. I kind of like this. Oh, we got Baton Rouge. We got the Netherlands. Wow, it must be late there. Houston, Bay Area. Oh, you in Houston? This is your girl then. This is your girl. This is your girl. We got Haiti in the house. Wait, Bet, are you in Haiti right now? Well, hey, comment ça va? You know what? I'm gonna find some music from Haiti. What is the music in Haiti called? What is the music? What is the music in Haiti called? Somebody tell me. All right, let me see if I can find some Haitian music. Let me see. Haiti. All right, let's see. Haiti. All they have is Haitian creator here. So let's see. This is a Haitian creator right here. Let's see. This don't sound like nothing. Wait.
Beamer, that's a big dance. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend.
Oh.
Put in work, baby, you could be my best man. Sending cash in my account, he investing. Dark shades on when I'm off the Migos.
Listen, I'm gonna have to find the unexplicit version of that. I'm gonna have to find the unexplicit version. Compa, thank you, because I don't know what that was, but it sounded like it has some let me Let me see. Oh, here it is. Oh, it has the, okay. Here is the clean version. Okay, compa. Let me save the clean version. Let me see how the clean version sound real quick. Let me see how the clean version sound. Compa, I'm gonna look for that. All right, I'm gonna save this one because I don't want the explicit one.
This ain't a beamer, that's a big
Oh,
Benz. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend.
Okay, we're
Put in
gonna
work,
play
baby,
this
you
during
could be
one
my
of the
best
breaks. So I'm gonna add this one. That the person who made that is apparently Haitian. So let me see. Let me look for compa. 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 I don't see compa in here. It says 0. Oh, that's not here. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and let's get this party started because it is late and I don't know how much more of this video there is to see. So welcome in everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, the name of that song is, if you ever need to know the name of a song on the show, just Shazam it. I believe that was called WWYD. So what would you do? So I think that was the name of it. All right, let's get this thumbnail up. And then we're going to get live on all of the platforms. And then we're just going to jump into it because it is getting late. It is getting late. It's with a K, not a C. I did it with a K. Based on how you all spelled it, but it's not there. They don't have all musics there. So they're limited. I got to write to them and let them know they got to add some compa in there. All right, so listen, let's go ahead and get live on all of the platforms. Welcome in, welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, hold on. Let me get my thing up on the screen. All right. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube, which is the main platform. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm your host, Tonya TKO. I am a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I don't have on any makeup today, and I just finished doing a treatment on my face, so I couldn't put on any makeup even if I wanted to. So love the fresh face. Good thumbs up for freshness, y'all. Tonight we have a kind of sad topic, so I kind of wanted to just start on an upbeat note. We're going to be reviewing the second part of that Princella video where she was reacting to her reaction to the Sandra Bland video. She was watching it for a second time and she was detailing, no, she wasn't detailing what she saw. She was really kind of adding a lot of things that were not seen there. And so I have been talking about Princella for the past few days, ever since this whole situation came out where she'd broken up with her girlfriend and all of these things were discovered. And then you all wanted me to react to this video, as well as a video where she was sympathizing with incels. One of the things that I find really interesting is that when it came to Sandra Bland, there was, little to no sympathy given. But an incel, I watched the first 60 seconds of this video, and the incel was basically saying that when men don't get intercourse, they start behaving in devious ways or something like that. I haven't seen the video. I only watched the first 60 seconds to kind of get a feel for it. And so we're going to be reacting to that live as well. There are some people who misunderstand why we're looking at these videos. I don't have anything personal against Princella. And I actually, from what it is that I saw last, I actually started to feel sorry for her. But I had to remind myself about how she mocked her girlfriend who had suicidal ideations, right? and how she was mocking the screams of Sandra Bland, who was taken off camera, and she was screaming, saying that she was in pain being assaulted, and she's laughing. This is the picture, an exact screenshot of her laughing. She even mocked the sound of Sandra screaming out. So whenever I start to feel sorry for this woman, I remember those things, and I remember why it is that I'm doing this. And there's some people who are writing on my community wall and writing in the comments, I'm gonna follow her forever. You can't stop me from follow. I don't want to stop anybody from following whomever they choose. I am a self-love specialist. I work on self-love. I work with you all to love yourself more. And there's a lot of things that happen in our lives. I want to read a poem for you all. This was on my spirit to read before I came live. And I wasn't going to read it, but I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and read it since it is on my spirit to share this. This is a poem by Louise Gluck, and it's called First Memory. I remember this poem from when I was a young girl and I used to ride the bus. They used to have like poems of New York, and this was one of the poems that they featured on this bus route that I used to take. And this is it right here. It's called First Memory. And these are the words. Where is so there it is. First Memory, Louise Gluck or Gluck, however it is that it's pronounced. And the poem goes, long ago I was wounded. I lived to revenge myself against my father, not for what he was, for what I was. From the beginning of time in childhood, I thought that pain meant I was not loved. It meant I loved. And this was such a profound poem to me. And I think that it's applicable in this case, in this situation, because we all have pain. We all have things that we're dealing with from the past. How do we go forward in the pain? When you come forward and you say, I am here to help you, I know the way to help you. I was, now I want you all to tell me, what does this poem mean to you? Because I know what it meant to me, right? When I read this, I was able to, something clicked in my mind about the interpretation of the pain that we feel. In childhood, I thought that pain meant I was not loved. But the reason why that person felt pain was because they loved. And it reminds me of the situation that we're in right now, because we are all dealing with various stages of pain and healing. And let me turn off my fan because I don't know if the sound is coming through, right? When you come forward and you say, listen, I'm here to help people. I'm here to help you. I don't know if the cookies or whatnot have access to our medical records. I'm thinking that they do, because I went to the dentist the other day and somehow during the pandemic, I developed a cavity. I don't know how. I'm an adult. I don't know how I developed the cavity, but I did. And the dentist told me to come back in to get it filled. And I was scrolling and I saw a post. I don't know how they targeted me for this post, but the post was from this dentist who creates content online. And this dentist was pretty much saying, you can heal a cavity, right? She was like, give it 3 months. If you follow this method, you can reverse your I think she called it caries, right? Which a cavity is. She said it was called a caries, right? And when I was looking at this, because I was looking at it in the middle of the night and I was like scrolling and this thing just came up and I was like, I started watching it and I was skeptical, and I was like, you know what? This woman is playing with people's, like she's holding people's lives, their health in the balance, because she is saying, follow my advice and this will be the result. The reason why I bring this up is because Princella has come out and said, follow me. I have this advice. I have this information that can make your life better. And she, from my opinion, is operating from an unhealed place. There are videos of her saying she does not believe in therapy. There's word on the street as well as video evidence of some of the traumas that she has been through. And if she doesn't believe in therapy, is not getting help for her traumas, and is coming out saying, follow me, I can only hope that what it is that she's telling people to follow, that it is in their best interest. When I saw the clip of her mocking her ex-girlfriend for having suicidal ideations, I thought about how dangerous that was, and I felt that it was my duty to speak out. And that's why I'm making these videos. Because, not because I want you to follow or not follow anybody. You're grown. You could do whatever it is that you want to do. It's your life. I want you to ask yourself a few questions. And I've been saying this over the past few months, right? Why is someone telling me something? What is the highest goal that they have for me, right? Like at the highest pinnacle, what is the vision, the highest vision that they have for me? And 3, what is it that qualifies them to give this information? And so the person who said that she was a dentist, she said that she worked with many people and have been able to reverse cavities, etc. She showed evidence of what it is that she has done. She has a well put together store. And that's another thing. Whenever somebody is selling something, you have to wonder how much of this is for me and how much of it is for them, and what is the risk in me following this information, right? So I just want you all to just open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart. There are many people who are caught in the teachings, which I am learning now that she parroted and copied from a male content creator whom she later had a falling out with. And after they had a falling out and she was no longer siphoning from his content, her message began to change. And that's when her message slowly started changing into her cursing out her subscribers, calling you all bees, and participating in some unhinged behavior. So nonetheless, and simply is saying, I'm shocked that you would even go this route. Yeah, so I want you all to pay attention. Please just pay attention to what it is that you see. Because, and actually tomorrow I'm having a cult expert come on to talk to us about what a cult is, how to know if you're in a cult, how people get stuck in cults, and how to leave, right? So there are a lot of people who are programmed and they believe, they truly, truly believe that what it is that they are following is the truth, that it is for their best interest. And one of my questions to you is, what is your life like after listening to this? Do you feel better? Are things manifesting in a better way in your life? Like, do you truly, 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 truly feel like you are going up, staying stagnant, or going down? And then if you are going up, because there are some people who can be elevated by certain types of information, elevated, and then do you plateau? Like, what is the highest iteration of the information that you're receiving, right? So nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm your host, Tonya TKO. I'm a self-love specialist. I'm a life coach from an accredited institution. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, and I have been creating content on YouTube for 15 years, a long time. I grew up with you all here. And I have a long history of having a message for you to know your worth. And you can see that my message has evolved over the years, but it has never taken a 180-degree pivot, especially not in a short span of time with holes that then pop up in the ideology. I am here to assist you in getting to your highest iteration. What that looks like, For you, it'll look like something different for everyone. And like I said, what is your life like after listening to certain information? Do you feel better passing the blame to others? Do you feel better looking and seeing what other people are doing wrong versus really confronting yourself into seeing what are some things that you can do differently? Because at the end of the day, we can look at the profiles of other people and break down how it is that they are living, not living, what they're doing wrong or could do better. But at the end of the day, how does that enhance our lives for the things that we need to do? Once we realize what other people have done wrong, when do we get into the work of what it is that we can do differently? And the journey to self-development, self-healing is a rough and rocky one. It's a rough and rocky one. Ah, hey Noah, welcome back, welcome back. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. Let's get this up and running. Does anyone have any questions for me before we get started? Listen, well, I expect for them to be here. I expect for them to be here. You know, they may feel that their leader is under attack. And my video isn't really for them. It's for people who want to self-explore. That's pretty much it. It's for people who want to self-explore. We're going to go back a little bit in her video so that we can get some context, because at a certain point, she started laughing and mocking the screams of Sandra Bland. And I want you all to hear this. I want you all to hear this. And Nagus is saying, yes, answer me. Dear, I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know who you're talking to. If you have a question, post it in the chat. If you want to make sure that I see it, send it through the Cash App, because the comments are going by quickly. I can't see all of them. So what's going on? I don't see my... Okay, there go my comments on my captions on the screen. All right, so let's go forward into this and let's see what we have. Seems like I'm at the... This is the video was open from the other day. Seems like I'm gonna have to close it and open it back up again. Give me just one moment. Oh, my wrong hard drive is in. Give me 1 second. I gotta plug the other hard drive in. Give me 1 second. Oh my goodness, listen. Let me give you all the rules for the show while I'm pulling up this video. There's 3 rules for the show. No name calling. Attack the argument, not the person. I don't want to see people calling Princella names and calling other people names. I don't want to see that. I want you to look and see what the self-love lesson is for you in the video. So rule number 1 is no name calling. Rule number 2 is the self-love lesson. Look for the self-love lesson in the video for yourself. See what, and I'm going to quiz you on that at the end of the video. So be prepared for that. And rule number 3 is that every 30 minutes, we get up and we dance. We get up and we dance a little bit, because sitting is death, and it is important that we continue to move. Okay? So for those of you who do not know who Princella is a woman who came on the scenes about a year ago. She started blowing up heavy.
Supposedly.
And give me just 1 second. And since then, she has been exposed as a person who is operating from a space that is potentially dangerous to a lot of people. And so we're reviewing the video that she did.
What this is starting to sound like. It's like she's trying to bait him into fucking her up.
So for those of you who haven't, so where we are in the video is we're about halfway through her video, right? And she's talking about Sandra Bland, who is now behind the car. So her premise, this is her premise. Remember I said attack the argument, not the person. So her premise is that Sandra Bland knew where the cameras were, and that she was purposefully on the outside of the camera's view and screaming, and her screams were fake because she was trying to get the officer in trouble with fake screams. Now, there was I forget her name, but she commented on the video, and I read it this morning, and it dawned on me. Of the two people, who is more likely to know the range of what his camera can capture? Of the two people, Sandra Bland, who is in her car, because they happen to be right off camera. According to Princella's theory, and if you go, please go watch that other video, because there's a lot of great information in there. We show her original video where she talks about the black woman is unappreciative and all of this other stuff, and just being a modern day, what's that woman's name? The one who used to wear the hats back in the 80s. They call her Queen Mammy now. Oh my goodness. Shahrazad Ali. Modern day Shahrazad Ali. Just talking about the black woman this and the black woman that, and she's unappreciative. And I'll play that for you once we take our next break, right? I'll pull that up and then play that for you. So her premise is that Sandra Bland knew where the camera was, and she decided to be on the outside of the camera. Her premise is that the officer was respectful to her, even though the officer was asking her questions that could only go one way. Like, are you all right? Why do you have that look? Or you look upset? And he was acting very calm. But I want to find out from you all, how many of you have ever seen a person who on the outside their demeanor is calm, and they are hitting someone very calmly, or pinching them very calmly, or twisting their arm up behind their back, or in some other sadistic way, remaining completely calm and attempting to make you look like the wild, incoherent one while they silently abuse? How many, if you have ever seen that, put up a number 2. I saw it myself on a bus. A man who was smiling very, very, very plainly. But meanwhile, so like the woman beside him was like screaming, and he's smiling very calmly, but underneath he was pinching her, doing something, but he was very, very calm, right? So we're putting up the number 2 if we've seen that. Okay. So Amerline, okay, so Pem Art, so a lot of people have seen this. So him speaking in a dry tone or calm demeanor means what? It is, listen, okay, all right, let's just get into it. I feel like I've been talking for a long time. Let's just get into it. Because
it's people out there that want to take
and I don't know what
their own life, but they put themselves in situations to want somebody else to do it. Like, example, Empty Man podcast. He wanted to join. He wanted to die. He didn't want to live. So his whole objective of joining the Marines was so that he could take somebody else's life and they could take his, because he was too much of a coward to take his own life. That came out of his mouth. So it's so many people out here that live like this, that they try to bait somebody else into doing something that they don't want to do themselves.
All right. So her premise in this point is about how Sandra Bland may be trying to bait him into harming her. And I wanted to show you all this real quick. Let me see if I could get a different camera view up here for you all. Let me get this smaller. All right. How many of you have heard of this study right here? This is a study. This is on nyu.edu. It says depression may look different in Black women. This is a study from 2022. And in this study, it talks about how in Black women, depression doesn't look like sadness like it does in other women, that depression can look very different. And these are the different ways that depression can show up, right? It says depression is diagnosed based on symptoms that patients report during an evaluation by a health provider. Common symptoms include low mood, loss of interest in activity, changes in appetite or sleep, and feelings of hopelessness or worthlessness. But symptoms of depression can vary from one person to the next. Okay, so here. So the nursing research study aimed to address this research gap by exploring variations in depression symptoms among Black women, a population that is, sorry, it's not on the screen, my bad. A population that is understudied despite being at increased risk for depression. The researchers analyzed data from 227 Black women who were screened for depression as a part of, nonetheless, the way it shows up in Black women is I had it up. Hold on. Let me look for the word all right, here it is. Black women in the study with greater depressive symptoms were more likely to report somatic symptoms, i.e., fatigue, insomnia, decreased libido, and self-critical symptoms like self-hate, self-blame, than the stereotypical depression symptoms such as feelings of hopelessness or depressed mood. They also reported experiencing anhedonia, an inability to experience pleasure, and look at this word right here, irritability. So there are Black women out there who are depressed. Did Sandra Bland take her life? Was she depressed? Was the irritability that she was exuding, was that a symptom of the depression? The thing about it is that we have so much grace when it comes to other people. And in this situation, the cop, the person who has been ordained by us to carry a firearm and thus be able to police people, we have so much grace for what it is that he may have known or done or not, and what he was going through, et cetera, how much patience he could have had or would have had, et cetera. But he is the person who has been elected by us or hired by us, paid by our tax dollars. Oh, I got to put up my timer because we're supposed to be dancing. I'm going to put it at 25 minutes, right? He's the one that is supposed to have a higher threshold. He's the one that deals with people, and he has to take his ego out of it. I got into this discussion on my community tab about whether respect is, if respect is given or earned or something along those lines. It's on my community tab because it's something that Princella is saying in this video, and there are people who agree with it. And I say, I give respect because I respect myself. My respect is not contingent on another person. How many of you remember the saying ASV that I've said, absence speak volumes? Either you respect me or I'm gone. I don't have people around me who don't respect me, but I cannot force people to respect me. And it seemed like what he was trying to do was trying to force a pleasant interaction with Sandra Bland when she didn't seem like, well, she seemed irritated and annoyed by even having been stopped to get this ticket. So nonetheless, let's get back into the video. I really want to get through this because the time is ticking.
Because that's what she doing. She trying to bait this man into doing something to her. 12:06, let's go back to 12. Let's go back to 11:56.
I cannot wait till we go to court. I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait. You want me to sit down now?
No.
Or you gonna throw me to the floor?
Yeah. Oh, you want me to sit down now? Or you gonna throw me to the floor? That'll make you feel better? Like, I mean, what's the point of doing all this, baby? This was a simple traffic infraction that he was gonna give you a fucking warning for, yo. Jaded. The cop ain't responsible for her death. This ain't about her death. This ain't about her death. This the part that y'all ass seem to not get. She would have never been to the jailhouse. She'd have never went there had she not been doing this. Because this cop is not responsible for whatever happened at the fucking prison or the jail. He's not responsible for that. In any of this, she would have been, baby, we had 12 minutes. This wouldn't even been this long if she just would have took the damn warning and minded her own business.
I'm increasing the playback speed.
Self to the jailhouse. She took herself. That's where she wanted to go. Now, what happened at the jailhouse? Hey, don't none of us know, but I can tell you one thing. It was ruled a suicide. And based on all of this, plus the fact that she called people and they didn't bond her out, and the way she act like she baiting him to do something to her, I am leaning on the side that she did unalive herself. And so if she did unalive herself, which that's what everything is pointing to, then you need to tell her or speak in a way to say this wasn't worth you taking your own life over.
Make you feel better about yourself?
Knock it off.
No, that makes you feel better about yourself?
He asked her to knock it off. Will you stop? Knock it off. Will you stop?
I gotta turn down her volume.
stop?
This is a lot. She's screaming. God.
That make you feel real good, won't it? Push it.
What did she say to him? That'll make you feel really good. What did she say? With your dorky ass? What did she say? She just said some disrespectful shit, yo.
So, that make you feel real good, won't it? Push it.
Porky ass. I don't know what she said, but she being mad disrespectful. Remember, at 2 minutes and 50 seconds, he asked her what's wrong. After asking her for her driver's license and insurance, what's wrong? She had the attitude off the rip. Then at 8 minutes and 46 seconds, he asked her, are you okay? Baby, she been handling the cop like this the whole damn time.
Fucking push.
Don't play with me. Somebody just got themselves blocked by acting silly. I've already given you all the rules for the show. Listen, participate in the conversation. Let's not troll, okay? Let me just continue forward.
For a failure signal, you doing all of this. In little ass Prairie View, Texas. My God, they must want
You were getting a warning. Until now, you're going to jail.
Yep, see? He was finna give her a warning, like I said. And you know he telling the truth. Because he just gave the other black girl a warning.
So it is Princella's theory that the first person that he pulled over was black because she said that she saw a Grand Prairie, some sort of HBCU tag or something, some sticker on the person's car. And so without seeing the person, she is creating her entire argument over that person was black. Somebody who's familiar with the school said about 10% of the people who go to the school are Latino. And some of the people who are at the school, faculty, are from the community and are white. We do not know the race of the person in the car based on having an HBCU sticker in the window or a decal around the tag. We don't know whether that car belongs to that person. We don't know whether the car belongs to their boyfriend. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know. So we cannot build an argument on the race of a person that we cannot see. It's, to me, so she's going on and on talking about how she is based on logic and not emotion. She's hollering for 3 hours throughout this video, and she's coming up with projections, projecting herself into Sandra Bland's mind, projecting herself into the cop's mind, and creating things that she's not verified. When I was in school getting my certification as a hypnotherapist, we had to do these exercises on what is it that we actually see and hear, because we have to take ourselves and our interpretation out of a thing. What is it that we see? Like for real see. We cannot surmise what somebody else is thinking, feeling, or what they mean. We can only go by what it is that we see. And we did not see the race of the person in that car.
He say you was finna get a warning. Y'all, I'm sorry. Yo, Sandra Bland on her own with this. She on her own. And they vilified the cop because they playing race politics. It's a game. It ain't about what's real. It ain't about what's true. It's a game. And for some reason, y'all think that white people don't have to walk on eggshells behind this race stuff, because at the end of the day, he lost his job behind this mess. He was vilified behind all this shit she was doing.
So she does not feel that the cop should have lost his job, even though the cop goaded her into this altercation, even though the cop took her outside of the view of his car's camera. How many videos have we seen where a cop processes a person right on the back bumper? Why was he taking her over to the grass?
I'm getting for what?
You can come
For
read.
what?
Come read right.
I'm getting a warning for what?
Stay right here.
Wait a minute. You was getting a warning for your traffic infraction, but you escalated to this. And look, he's still trying to talk calm to this girl. Listen, he's still trying to talk calm to this girl.
And she's calling this woman a girl.
Ask yourself why she had to move. Did you think about why she had to move?
So now she's speculating.
Maybe she didn't have a good relationship with people.
You know what's really interesting? One of Princella's issues with Sandra Bland is that Sandra Bland was a what do you call this? She feels that she was a male identified person in the pro-Black community. Princella at the same time was also a male identified woman in the pro-Black community, except Princella was not on the, so there's different types of male identified pro-Black women or pro-Black men women, right? They're the ones who are the bulldogs, the one who are out on the front lines. And then there are the other ones who are like, I could be a good girl. I could cook and clean how you want me to cook and clean. I submissive. I good. Which one do you think Princella was? Princella was the I good, I cook and clean type of Black woman. That's who she was. And the true issue that she had with Sandra Bland is that Sandra Bland was just a little too loud for her taste. If Sandra Bland were the same stepping and fetching type of mammy, where she was demure like how these males say they want, Princella wouldn't have had an issue with her, I suppose. If you think I'm joking, there's the video out there. I can play it for you all if you want me to. I can play it. Let me grab it real quick. I'll grab it for you all because it's out there. Where she was going on and on. Let me check my. Okay. Going. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'll get it for you all during the next break because it's not loaded up. Give me 1 second. Let's get back.
Who did she call? Did she call the people that she just moved away from to ask them to bail her out? Could it be that she might have been a problem wherever she went?
We honestly don't know what was going on.
Let me tell you something. You take you wherever you go. If you have mental issues where you come from, you taking mental issues where you're moving from.
Does that also apply to herself and the issues that she has continues to deal with without getting professional psychological help?
Moving to. If you got a nasty attitude here, you had a nasty attitude there. He's still trying to talk calm to this girl.
Well, you just pointed me over there.
I said stay right
Get
here.
your fucking mouth right. Let me.
You see this? He say stand right here. He not slinging her around even with her hands behind her back, and she's still talking reckless. She's still talking reckless. Let's move it back 10 seconds. Look how he's handling her with the handcuffs on her hand. And listen to how he's talking to her. Listen to his tone of voice and listen to hers.
Fucking pussy. For a failure signal, you doing all of this. In little ass Prairie View, Texas. My God, they must want.
You were getting a warning. Until now, you're going to jail.
No, I'm getting for what?
You can come
For
read.
what?
Come read right.
I'm getting a warning for what?
Stay right here.
For what? Well, you
Stay
just
right
pointed me
here.
over there.
I said stay right
Get
here.
your
You see this? Do you see this? He was trying to get her to come read what he had wrote on the paper. He was trying to show her that he had then wrote a warning to her. He's trying to reason with this girl. She don't want to cooperate on no level. Right? On no level. He's trying to get her to read the fact that he wrote her a warning. Jesus Christ. And this man lost his job behind this. All because the media was placating to black folks and they sensitivity. Y'all being played out here with this race baiting shit. You're literally being played behind racism. And then they
Oh my gosh, how
they
much
cater
more of
to you.
this?
Black folks, they fucking cater to you.
Do you hear this?
Just so they could keep you angry. Y'all don't care about the truth. You care about your feelings, though. You care about images. You care about what it looked like. I don't care what it looked like. Give me the facts. Because I know you can shift the perception of reality in human beings to an extent that people can't see the truth no more.
I haven't. Where's the who here is speaking the truth? This is all conjecture.
Oh, I swear on my life, y'all some pussies.
Look, I swear on my life, y'all some pussies.
All right, I just want you all to just see. This is Princella. Not this picture. I'm trying to get it on the screen here. So this is Princella way back in the days.
I'm not a bad bitch like some of y'all females like to call yourself. I'm a bad woman. Real woman. I cook, I clean, I got a job. I'm fine, I'm sexy. No, I'm not a bad bitch like some of y'all females like to call yourself. I'm a bad woman. Real woman.
So she was in the pro-black community and she was out here stepping and fetching for men, showing them what a good girl she could be, how submissive she could be. So much so that, listen, we need to do a deeper dive. So much so that Princella was one of a multi-partner relationship. She was in a relationship. We'll talk about that another day. Where some man had her in a stable of women and she was in that rotation considering herself a sister wife. This was the Princella. So she likened herself to be, let's listen, there's no name calling, please. Let's not name call. What I want for us to do is I really want for us to see the journey of a person so that we can use our own rationale. This is not about name calling and all of that. Listen, there's a lot to be discovered. But let's go back to the video. Let's go back to the video.
Now, had this been a black male, any motherfucker that's trying to claim that I'm in the wrong for saying this, like let her be to talk to him like that. Let her be to talk.
Listen.
They would be out here making millions of videos. Black women are unruly. They are masculine. They combative. And then they don't shut their mouth. Then they wonder why they had a relationship. But because Princella's saying it. Princella, she's a grifter. Baby, I ain't grifting. I say I stand on this shit. But if it's y'all, you're going to move the goal. She belongs. Because had she been talking to y'all like this, you'd have slapped that motherfucker.
You hear this?
Punched her in her face.
You would have slapped that mother effer. She's referring to a woman who died as a mother effer. You would have slapped that mother effer. This is how she's talking about a deceased woman. That we would have punched her in the face. No, oh my gosh, this is...
Bearded booties over there. Y'all gonna keep on.
This is... I'm trying to pull something up for you all because I want you all to see. Yeah, so unbelievable.
It's like old boy did when the woman was talking at the restaurant. I'm gonna tell you one more time. If you say another word, I'm gonna knock your ass out. And what he did, he cocked back and knocked her smooth in her face.
You hear this?
This cop asked this woman 12 times to get the car. And he is not handling her. He's not slinging her around. He even tried to walk her over there to show her that he wrote her a warning. And y'all, you tripping like this.
Ass cop for a fucking signal. You don't take me to jail.
That's all I got. I got all the eggs up in here. All the eggs.
What? You about to break my fucking wrist.
Stop. Look, listen to her. Let's go back. I mean, she tripping hard, yo. Major.
You don't take me to jail.
She said handcuffs.
What a pussy. What a pussy.
Did she say you ought to punch me? I can't.
It
make
sounds
out
like
what
she's
saying.
saying, what a pussy. That's what it sounds
sounds
like.
she say you ought to punch me. You ought to punch.
You
Like,
see
I
how
swear,
she, and the thing is,
it's like
she's saying
baiting
it,
this
she's
man
saying it
to
over and over and over again so that you can hear what it is that she's claiming that is being said.
do something to her. Listen. It sounds like she say you ought to punch me, but 12:40. Let's go back to 12.
I just want you to see how Princella, what she thinks of black women. This is what she thinks of black women right here.
Walked up there without any aggression, and he addressed her as ma'am. He addressed her as ma'am, okay? So that's respect given already. Step number one, give respect, you get respect. The black female typically doesn't believe that she has to give anybody respect, even if a person is respecting her.
I just want you all to keep that in mind. The black female doesn't feel that she has to give anyone respect, even if that person is giving her respect. Her statement starts out, you give respect, you get respect. This is what the good Negro was taught. The good Negro was taught that if you were just a good enough Negro, then you would get respect. Black people have been given respect for hundreds of years in this country. Are we given the same respect back? No. I remember I read the book Booker T. Washington Up from Slavery, when he was talking about how he would walk on the curb. And back in those days, it was illegal for a black person to stay walking on the curb when a white person was coming by. And so he said that he would have to step off the curb and he would tip his hat to the white people. And the white people would just turn up their nose and keep on walking. And he said that you can tell a lot about a person by the way that they behave, right? That he is the one who is the polite one because he is giving respect even in the face of disrespect, right? So Black people have been getting disrespected for quite some time. And we have continued to push ourselves smaller and smaller and smaller into smaller boxes with, if only I'm just good enough, if only I wait this out, if only. That doesn't work. But you see how she feels about Black women, the Black female. So I want you to see, we need to go on a journey. We need to start at the very beginning. We need to go on a journey from where it is that she was with the I cook, I clean, I'm not like these other females, right? We need to go on a journey from there to how she had a friendship with a male YouTuber who creates content on personal development. She started repeating his talking points when she decided that she was going to change her aura into this new version of herself. She changed her talking points into talking about feminine divinity and men not being capable. I'm going to show you some of these old videos from 3 years ago that this male content creator made when he was friends with this woman. Then she had a public falling out with this male content creator, and then her message changed. She started calling her fans bitches, calling them stupid, and all types of stuff, hollering at them behind the scenes. She lost her supply to the person that she was getting this content from. And then it changed. And now she's up here throwing her vagina on any woman who comes into contact with her that she wants to conquer, throwing money on them on camera and running through them like damn diarrhea after a street food festival. Just running through them. Just running through. Nonetheless, let's continue going forward. Let's continue. You know, her subscribers are in a special type of place where, and listen, some people have been helped by what it is that she has repeated from this male content creator. If you think about how it is that she presents now. So she is now dressing in male's clothing, reading books written by men. She is talking about men, talking to men, trying to show men up. She's even made a video saying that she is a man, a high value man at that, right? She is in this competition with men. Does she read any feminist books? Any books, like in the book club, are there any feminist books? Books by female authors, renowned female authors that are really talking about creating a shift inside of yourself? Instead, she's created this alter persona where she's dressing in men's clothing. Oh, it's time for us to dance. Dressing in men's clothing and coming out, calling the people in her group her bitches in her stable, and that she's the pimp, showing off to other men that she can grab more bitches than they can. So nonetheless, it is time for us to dance and move now. I'm tired, and we've been doing this video for a long time, and we haven't even gotten to the laughter yet, but we're getting ready to get to the laughter. What do I mean? We're getting ready to get to the laughter now. Not the laughter. Oh, in her video. Yeah. We're getting ready to get to the laughter in her video. I have to get to my screen where we have our music. Let me see. Miss says you can't understand men from reading women's books. You cannot make yourself better by trying to understand somebody else. Understanding someone else is superfluous. How long have you thought that your personal development, that your self-development is contingent on you figuring out anybody else but yourself? And this is a true question, because what you say is fair. Okay. Get to understand men, and then what after that? Do you know yourself? Do you understand yourself? Princella herself even says she doesn't understand women. She doesn't know women. She's probably dated, 3, 4. And before that, she surrounded herself with men, male friends, male colleagues. The people that she respects are men. And she even uses the same misogynistic talking points after a breakup. Oh, she's bitter, she's scorned, she's crazy. Y'all are too emotional. I use logic. The people who she respects are men. What female qualities and characteristics does she like? Does she really, seriously? Besides the stuff that she took from the man's video where he was talking about feminine divinity, does she demonstrate that she likes the feminine? Like really, truly, like even in herself, she's wearing men's clothing. I mean, I just want you all to ask yourself these questions. So it's like, okay, so now you're going to learn about men. At what point do you start to learn about yourself? This person is saying that she is a queen maker. How do you become a queen? By studying men. So you can know everything it is that you want to know about men and male nature. And some of that stuff is really skewed as well. But then how do you become a queen from that? I'm serious. Or do you become a king? Is the goal for you to become a king or to become a queen? She's saying she is the queen maker. How do you be made a queen? By focusing most of your attention on men, being male-centered. The platform that many, and I spoke about this many months ago, the platform that many of us women create to help women centers men. Where is the self-help for women? Really? All right, let's get some music up. All right, where do we go for our music? Where do we go for our music? Let's travel and let's see. Sounds of Japan, African Sunrise, Summer Bonfire, Viva Mexico, Road Trip, Brazilian Carnival, Exploring India. I'm tired. I don't feel like dancing, but it's late, so let's take a listen. Journey through India. Oh, I just want to sit down and just relax. Okay. Why does it sound like he's saying mama, papa? Listen, I'm going to have to do some slower music than this. Honestly, I'm going to have to do some slower music than this. I need to just kind of chill out. Let's see what road trip music is like. Let's see. Open my eyes, I slept through the day. Nope. This is called Dancing with the Devil. This is appropriate for tonight's video. All right, let's get up out of our seats and just move a little bit because we've been sitting down for more than an hour. All right, come on. by this. But I don't know why I'm bored by that. I'm bored by it. Let's find something else. Let's find something else. Because we still have like another minute left of movement. So let's see. Latin essentials. Let's see what the Latinos are talking about. Let's see. This is called cumbia. I don't know how we're supposed to dance to cumbia, but vamos a gozar de nuevo. Let's check the apples. All right, bachata. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try for some of that up next. All right? Let's try for some bachata up next. You know, there were some people who gave some apples that did not show up on the last video. So I'm going to read these now. Karen sends $5 and says, just because beautiful. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me send her some hearts. Silverist sends $5 and says, the cop asking her if she is irritated is the same as a random man telling you to smile. Exactly. Exactly. Imposing himself on you and trying to get you to do what he wants you to do. So yes, absolutely. 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 And then we got some apples that came in tonight. Roshana sends $2 and says, I've been watching you for years, but first live. This is your first time watching live. You got to join the text notification squad. You got to join the text notification squad, girl. Yana sends $5 and says, break it down. Love how you identify the mindset. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me send some hearts. All right. You can send apples to $Tonya TKO. I need to create a better way for you all to be able to see how to support. So I need to revamp that. So stay tuned for that. All right, so let's get back into the video. Before we get back into the video, let's play a little bit more of how Princella feels or felt about Black women, just in terms of where her mindset was. And she says that she's changed and people are allowed to change. But you can still see this mindset peeking out even now to this day. You see the mindset peeking out in this whole Sandra Bland debacle that she in present day is trying to defend. That little bit of movement in this hot room has me all sweaty, which feels nice. I like the feeling of sweat. I feel like, you know, get those toxins out or whatnot here. This is how she feels about Black women. Just want you all to see this for yourself. Where's my thing? All right, here we go. Where is she?
Out and leave a comment. Fair use, fair use.
He walked up there without any aggression and he addressed her as ma'am. He addressed her as ma'am. Okay? So that's respect given already. Step number one. Give respect, you get respect. The black female typically doesn't believe that she has to give anybody respect, even if a person is respecting her. What do I mean? A male can open the door for her, she'll walk through and won't even say thank you. Okay? And have an attitude. Somebody can give her a compliment and she'll act like she's entitled to that compliment. So this is the typical behavior of the black female.
So I want you all to remember these words, right? This is the typical behavior of the black female. It is my belief that Princella truly wants to be in the manosphere. Remember, Thomas Sotomayor was one of her colleagues, and she fell out with him. And from there, she began to try a few different things until she found something that struck at just the right time. And so you can see it, you can see that attitude still poking through in present day, that the black female and this, that, and the other. All right.
35.
I want apple juice.
You want apple juice? Okay, let me play this. I go get you some apple juice. And look, he's still trying to talk to her with some sense while she's still going off. Yo, she did this, yo. Anybody still trying to defend Sandra Bland, you just in your emotions. I'm sorry. I do not defend that girl at all. And I am under the belief that she unalived herself when she got there. The cop was not on this type of time, y'all. And so for y'all who are just coming in, watch this from the beginning. You cannot see this full footage and still maintain the position that you held through emotionalism. I ain't on emotionalism. You can't appeal to my quote-unquote heartstrings. You can't appeal to me with all this stuff. Man, show me the facts, and I'm going to make my judgment based on that.
But the thing is, she's not making a judgment based on facts. She's making a judgment based on things that she's made up. She made up, her whole premise is that the first person he pulled over was a black woman, and she has no idea to know that. Her other premise is that the cop was doing nothing and was actually trying to help her have a nice day by asking her what was wrong with her face, why you look like that. What did he expect for her to say? And then instead of just giving her the warning, telling her to put her cigarette out, he did not say, please, he didn't say, don't blow smoke in my face. He didn't say that. He said, put your cigarette out. Her cigarette was in her car. She said she didn't have to put out her cigarette in her car. Then he said he was going to take her out of the car. She was like, he didn't have the right to. He said he did have the right. He asked her several times, yes. But then when he pulled her out of the car, he took her off camera, and that's where she begins to scream.
I'm trying to tell you, do it feel like I got anything on me? That's a fucking nasty trick.
Listen, he's still asking her in a nice...
So she has on a dress, and she says, does it feel like I have anything on me? Which means he was touching her. There's a woman who works inside of the jail system that commented on the video, and she was saying that protocol is to call a female officer. She said, does it feel like I have anything on me? She didn't say, does it look like I have anything on me? Which means he was touching her outside of the camera view.
Do you have anything on your person? She's still hollering at this doggone cop. She's still hollering at the cop, yo. And look, men have testosterone. They have lower ability to control their impulses. Baby, this cop got all the restraint in the world. I mean, this.
Where is the logic in this? Where's the fact that he has all the restraint in the world when you don't know what it is that if he had restraint, he would have just let her go about her damn business with the warning or the ticket. There was no need for all of this. If he had all the restraint in the world.
This cop got all the restraint in the world. And then he calmed his tone down.
Move your glasses. Get the maxi dress. Come on over here. Fucking asshole. You're about to break my wrist. Can you stop? You're about to fucking break my wrist.
She says, you're about to break my wrist. Can you stop? So what was he doing to her off camera? This is the part that we're getting into where Princella starts laughing. Just brace yourself. It's very triggering.
Now, she doing this shit intentionally. She doing, like, she being dramatic like a motherfucker.
And so that's the sentence right there. There was a young lady who commented on my video that the reason Princella was laughing was because Sandra Bland was being dramatic. What evidence? Because I want us to pay attention, because like I said, this is not about Princella. This is about us, and this is about us having discernment. Just because a person says something does not mean that that is the truth. Princella is saying that she deals with facts. Where is the fact that she's being dramatic? What proof? This is another case of, this is just like the historic dismissal of Black women's pain that has existed on this land, in this country and others. The woman is screaming, saying he's about to break her wrist. She has some hard-ass handcuffs. How do you know how hard the handcuffs are on? How do you know how flexible her arms are or aren't? One of the moves in yoga is to get your hands close together behind you, because not everybody can do that. The thing is that there are too many variables that we don't know about to surmise that she was pretending.
That cop ain't doing nothing to her.
Based on what?
And then
if he wasn't doing anything to her, why did he take her off camera?
Wait till they off camera to start saying she knows.
So I want you to pay attention to this part. I'm just going to just rewind it just a little bit, right? Because I asked you all this question earlier. Out of the two of them, which one of them do you think knows the full range of what his camera can or can't capture? How many times have you all seen footage of a police officer process a person right behind their vehicle where the camera can see? This is a woman. He took her off where he most likely knows, because if he knows the view of his camera, he knows my camera can catch this much of the curb, and he took her outside of that. Why? While she's wearing a dress, saying, does it feel like I have anything on me? Where was he touching? So now I want you to pay attention to what it is that she says, because in this scenario, I want you to pay attention. There are two people in this scenario. Who were the two people in the scenario? An officer and Sandra Bland. Whose word do we believe about what took place outside of the view of the camera? Who do we believe? Me personally, I'm going to believe the Black woman in this situation. Anybody can choose to believe whatever it is that they choose to believe. I'm going to believe the woman who is hollering and saying that she's in pain. Who the hell are any of us outside of the situation to say that she is not in pain? What is he doing? Why couldn't he just keep her in front of the camera? Let's see what you're doing to her. She's screaming. This is inappropriate. So let's listen.
She doing, like, she being dramatic like a motherfucker. That cop ain't doing nothing to her. And then she wait till they off camera to start saying she knows she is not in the line of the camera.
Where is the fact of what Sandra Bland knows or doesn't know? How is Sandra Bland to know how far his camera stretches or doesn't stretch? So in Princella's mind, in her mind, Sandra Bland had this plan. She knows so much. She knows where the man's camera is. She, right, walked herself over there and he followed behind. right? You see she's trying to walk to the car and he's pulling her back towards the grass. How so this woman here is saying that she deals with facts. Where is the fact that Sandra, out of the two of them, if you had to believe, right? If the cop says, I don't know how far my camera stretches, and Sandra Bland says, I don't know how far the camera stretches, who are you going to believe? The person who drives around inside that car every day and sees how far the camera goes, or the person who's being pulled over in a different state? I'm going to believe the woman who doesn't drive around in that car every day. That woman happens to be a black woman, and I believe that she doesn't know how far out the camera goes. Who can, there are some cameras that capture 180 degrees. How does she know that she's not on camera? Red is saying, Tonya, are you saying that Sandra didn't do anything wrong? Where did you hear me say that? You have to watch the last video. I know it's long, but of course Sandra Bland could have handled this situation differently. Sandra Bland is not the authority figure to whom we have entrusted the use of a firearm and pay them our tax dollars to police. She is a citizen and she can have an attitude if she wants to. You all have to get out of the mindset that people have to be pleasant. Otherwise, what? People don't it's nice if people are pleasant, but we got to get out of our emotions, out of our feelings, out of our bag if other people are not pleasant to us. If they're not, you don't have to deal with them. Let them go about their damn business. Their life is what their life is. This officer had a limited amount of contact and interaction with her and could have let her go about her damn business. This is not about trying to raise a grown woman into being polite, nice, humble, having humility. This is not about that. I remember when I was about 16 years old and I was reading on how to be a babysitter. They were like, the instruction that I was reading was like, you are not their parent. You are not there to parent them. You are there to watch them. That's it. I don't get to impose my ideals, ethics, and all that other stuff on somebody else's child. And as a grown woman, it is not his duty to try to be her father, asking her what's wrong with her face. We all know where that leads. What's wrong with your face? Then you tell them what's wrong with your face, and now it's a big problem. Why did he ask her the question in the first place? What I'm saying is that the responsibility of how this interaction went lay in the hand of the person with the power and the control and the authority that we have vested into him. So does that answer your question?
She know this because this is the second time while she was off camera that she was saying shit like, you want me to sit down now or you want to throw me on the ground?
So this is the second time while off camera that she is talking about how she's being handled. You think that it's a mistake that he went outside of his camera view, but that it was all on Sandra Bland? The thing about it is, and I want us to pay attention, is that when we're dealing with people, we do not know what their intentions are. We do not know what's going on in their mind. We don't know whether or not they're dubious, devious, evil. We do not know these things. But what we can look at is what is being presented before us. I do not know whether or not Princella is dubious, evil. I don't know whether or not she is those things. However, I do know that she has said some things that are harmful. I do know that she has done some things that are contrary to wanting to help other people. I know that she has done like mocking her ex-girlfriend. You're dating a person who has suicidal ideation, get them some fucking help. You with her for 7 goddamn months and you don't help her get some fucking help, but then you come out, you reveal a personal, private, intimate moment that you say on tape that you will not reveal, and then you mock her for having suicidal ideations. You supposed to be a fucking QueenMaker. And where in that is therapy? Where in that queen making is doing the internal work? The person who is closest to the fucking queen maker should be made most the queen, right? Where is her help? It was not there. Instead, there was the betrayal of intimate moments.
Now she's out of the camera and saying, ah! Ah! Man, come on, yo. This motherfucker is straight on bullshit note.
So I want you all to just pay attention to what it is that she's saying. She's mocking the woman's screams. How do you defend this? And what is your standard for who it is that you choose to take instruction from? If your standard is to take instruction from a person who mocks the screams of a woman who is in a dress taken off camera by a male police officer while she's saying, you can feel I don't have anything on me. If you choose to take instruction from someone like this, then that's on you. I'm bringing on a cult expert tomorrow. And this cult expert is going to talk to us about what it looks like to be in a cult. And then when all is said and done, the people who were brainwashed in these cults want empathy and sympathy from the rest of us. I am standing here before you and asking you what your standard is. Is your standard to follow a person who is mocking the screams of a woman in a dress off camera, taken off camera by a man who is doing goodness knows, who is touching her in some sort of way, doing goodness knows what?
Bullshit. They done had y'all feeling sorry for somebody who was the problem. Y'all done sat up here for 8 years and felt like the cop was wrong and it was just some racist, all because y'all wasn't looking at the facts. Y'all did not look at this damn video.
See, she's talking about the facts.
She over there, she putting on the show. Talking about putting on the show. Y'all listen to this. Let me rewind it again. Because she being dramatic as motherfucking hell. I mean, she really trying to create some shit. The cop just, listen, on camera, the cop then walked her over to show her that he wrote her a warning. And she acting crazy on camera there. She wait till she get out the camera. You're hurting me. Ah! Ah!
Is this okay with you? If it is, just say so. Just say, I don't care how many other people get abused. I need you to state that out loud. I don't care how many other people are hurt by her. I don't care how she laughs at people's pain. I just need you to say that out loud, because when it comes your turn, when it's time for you to get out of this situation and now you're looking for sympathy, I just want you to say this out loud, because we're all adults here. Nobody here is a child. What is she laughing at right now? She's mocking the screams, and she's doubled over in laughter. Are you all seeing what I'm seeing? She's doubled over in laughter.
Look, dramatic as motherfucking hell.
So a person who is hollering and saying that they're in pain, who was taken off camera by a man, it is also easy to just dismiss dramatic as motherfucking hell. By what facts do we have to say that she was being dramatic?
This right here says a warning. You started creating the problems.
You asked me what was wrong.
Do you have
I'm trying to
anything
tell
on
you.
your person that's
Do
illegal?
it feel like I got anything on me? This a fucking maxi
I'm gonna
dress.
remove your glasses.
This a maxi dress.
Come on over here.
Have on me. Fucking asshole.
Why is he removing things from her person in the grass?
You stop! You are about to fucking break my wrist.
Stop
Stop!
now! Stop it!
Stop resisting, man.
If you would stop, and I would tell you.
I'm fucking trying to
Now,
She creating this shit. y'all see? Do y'all?
You can hear, so first of all, she's already handcuffed. You saw that. And you hear his microphone ruffling up. You hear his microphone ruffling, so something is going on.
Hear this shit? Now it's back up here. And the backup see that she tripping. He just said, ma'am, I'm gonna remove your glasses. Cause he asked her, he said, do you have anything on your person? This a maxi dress. Okay, he said, well, ma'am, I'm gonna remove your glasses. Can you move over here? You gonna break my damn wrist? And she get to resist. Like, I mean.
This is okay with you all? If it is, just say that it is. Just say that it is.
He was in the wrong place he stopped the wrong person. This man was vilified in the public eye unrighteously. Unrighteously. I mean, she just being super dramatic, knowing she bullshitting.
How? How do you know that? How do you know that?
You are such a pussy. You are such a pussy.
And
she's steady
so
insulting
she's
this
crying.
man.
She's crying now, saying that he's such a pussy. You hear her, she's crying. How do you hear someone cry and laugh and say that they're being dramatic? You know what I just thought about? She is probably the personality type of one of those police officers that would be participating in something like this and claiming that the person is just being dramatic.
And this man has had all the restraint in the damn world. And she calling him a pussy.
You don't know what's going on off the camera.
Oh, this is bad, y'all. I need y'all to understand how the media is playing y'all. They got you defending motherfuckers like, they got you defending people like George Floyd, who put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach and made him a martyr. Then they saw this shit. And then they shifted the public perception and made you defend a woman who was being reckless. Y'all got to start asking questions. My bad. Let me finish eating this part.
Look, she looks so pleased.
They made you take up, y'all don't understand, y'all. Y'all do not understand how the media is playing you for y'all to support and reward degenerate behavior. Degenerate behavior. They baited y'all into supporting a drug addict who put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach.
Are we going to get to back to the video?
Then they made you support Sandra Bland, who was 1,000%. And y'all didn't ask no questions. You did not care about the facts. All you cared about was sensationalism and emotionalism. That's all y'all cared about. The media is playing games with y'all. This is why I don't watch the news, because it's all bullshit. Sandra Bland should not have been posted as some type of damn victim or warrior under no circumstances.
So, in other words, she was not a victim. She deserved what it is that happened to her. Even though, I mean, her death in the prison was ruled a suicide, but we don't know what happened to her. Where are the facts that she wasn't a victim? What is happening to her off of camera? So when a person tells you that they use logic and facts, where are the facts of what was happening to her off camera? Where's the body cam footage?
No, you are yanking around. You are yanking around.
Is this your standard? I just need to know if this is your standard. Is she mocking? Am I bugging? Is she mocking the pain of Sandra Bland? Is she? Because maybe because people are telling me that I'm looking at this wrong, that she's just, what is she doing? If she, in your opinion, is mocking the pain, the screams, the cries of this woman off camera, put up the number 4. If in your opinion she is not mocking, put up a 0. I want to see that, please. If she's not mocking, I want to see what your opinion is, because maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm not understanding why she's really laughing. Exactly, she's mocking a woman who is no longer alive. So we all know that this ended in her death. And yet we're laughing. Here's the votes are coming in. Okay. Okay. So you all are seeing what it is that I'm seeing. Okay. All right. She is mocking her then. Okay. All right. I was just wondering, because there were people who were writing on my community tab that that's not what she was doing. I actually took a screenshot of it because I was like, this person's going to delete this comment. I need to screenshot this. I screenshotted it because I was like, there ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way. Oh, I screenshotted it with the other phone. Wait. Oh, no, I think it's on here. Ugh. I'm trying to find that. Okay. Okay, here. I'm going to show you. I screenshotted it because I was like, I know this person is going to delete this. Where's the screenshot? Oh, here it is. Here, look. If you can zoom in on the screen, I'm going to read it for you. But she says, Tonya TKO, well, Tonya, you are entitled to your opinion. She mimicked the scream of what she thought was a dramatic performance. That's what she was laughing at, the drama, as if we know it was drama and funny. I have seen men and women who were handcuffed put on an Oscar-winning performance, even fainting, falling on the ground and screaming. By the way, I don't think she did herself in. Oh my goodness, come on. By the way, I don't think she did herself in. But I think she was more out of control at the jail. And so she thinks that Sandra Bland was out of control at the jail and got murdered. And I respond back, the police officer took her off camera and Bland began to scream. By what metric are we judging that she wasn't hurt or being assaulted? Laughing at a woman screaming in pain with no proof that she wasn't. Y'all get fooled by a person's quote unquote calm demeanor while a cruel sadist lurks within, getting their rocks off by calmly hurting another person. There are 2 people in a scenario, a white male police officer and a black woman. The officer knows the range of his camera and takes the woman off camera as she screams. Tell me why you would choose to believe the white male officer who took her off camera rather than the black woman screaming. There are a lot of internal biases we are programmed with to dismiss black women's pain. I'm choosing to believe the woman screaming. Choose what you want. Like I said, I spoke my piece. I spoke my piece. So I just want you all to pay attention. I just want you all to pay attention to the fact that there are women out here who are listening to Princella mock this woman screaming, laughing, and saying, oh, she was just laughing at her being dramatic. By what are we assessing that this was drama?
Ma'am, that man wrote you a warning. This was not for no track. You wasn't even finna get no ticket. You wasn't even finna get no ticket.
It would have been better to just give her the fucking ticket. Because this warning came with so much worse. Just give, if he's upset that he was going to give her a warning and the ticket was better, or the ticket was, go give her the fucking ticket and let her go. Let her go about her damn business. People are saying they were laughing with her.
And we all know that's true.
Somebody says YouTube needs to strike the video down. Oh, she was dating B. Taylor when she did this video. As a matter of fact, she's in B. Taylor's house recording this. And this video, according to what it is that I've heard online, B. Taylor told her what a bad look this was. People were criticizing Princella left and right. And Princella took this video down off of YouTube and she made it private, members only. But somehow it fell off the back of a Walmart truck and we ended up with the video over here.
We all know that that's true because we had 1339. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna play the 1339. Let me go back to 1339. But I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the video. He was telling her the truth that he was finna write her a goddamn warning.
Well, you're gonna need to see if you can get with your dad. He can give you that. He send you an email or something. You know what I mean? To get that copy of the insurance. Okay. Okay. This here's a warning. There is no fine. There's no penalty. But you just need to follow the posted speed limit. Okay. What year are you here at school? Sophomore. You here for summer school or taking a lot of classes? Just do. Okay. Here's a copy of the warning. There's no fine, no penalty. Okay.
So this woman, so he's telling her, you know, get your dad to give a copy of the insurance or whatnot. He's going to give her a warning. So there are a few different things that he knows about her. And I once had a friend who went to Yale, was it? I had a friend who went to Yale. His parents were a big deal, right? And when he would be pulled over by the police because he was a black guy driving a very expensive car and he was young, when he would be pulled over by the police, he would talk about his dad and the lawyers or whatnot. So there are things that you can say when dealing with the police to let them know that you have people who are batting for you. So there's a young woman here who talks about her father. She's probably speaking the King's English and all this other stuff, right? And from there, people are able to assess how much backing a person has. Then you have another person who may look a little rougher, talk a little rougher, who smokes and they're by themselves and you know what I mean? They're not in school, not maybe a young, cute sophomore or whatnot. And it's a different type of treatment that they get. So we do not know. There's so many variables that we just don't know. So she goes back to the beginning of this video. She's calling the person in this car black based on what? She has no evidence that the person is black.
And there's your driver's license, all right? Be careful, all right?
I mean, a police officer can look at your driver's license and see where you live and know whether or not you got some backing behind you. So that was Sandra Bland's car right there that ran this, you see this stop sign right there? But he didn't even pull her over for the stop sign. He told her he was pulling her over for failure to signal in the change lane.
I don't know why it's buffering.
Doing commentary on Sandra Bland, Princella is low down and trifling. Well, I've been called worse. But be careful on my channel. We don't name call here.
Stop!
All right?
No. Stop it!
Stop resisting.
We don't name call on my channel. So get yourself together. I don't know what you do on other people's channel, but get it together over here. Let me change the playback speed to normal.
If you would stop, you know, tell you.
fucking traffic.
Now stop!
You are such a pussy. You are such a pussy. No, you are.
So y'all see, just before he pulled her over, he pulled another black woman
She has no proof that this woman is black.
over, gave her a warning. He just showed y'all that he had been wrote her a warning too. He just showed her that he wrote her a warning too. She created this whole situation.
So to see, part of the issue is that when we put all of the blame on one person, there are two people in the scenario and both people contributed to the final outcome. Both people had choice. But you see, Princella, we saw in the breakup with B. Taylor that she was talking about how B. Taylor made her do certain things. I wouldn't scream at you if you weren't doing XYZ, or you made me do this, etc. You scream at a person because you choose to. There's something inside of you. You participate in that way.
Yanking around.
Full traffic signal.
You are yanking around. When you pull away from me, you're resisting arrest.
This make you feel real good, don't it? A female for a traffic signal. I got it. For a traffic signal. I know that makes you feel good, officer.
Look, now she trying to pull the female card. Now you talk all this gangster shit. You a pussy. You scared of a female. All this. Handling a cop. All fucked up. And now you want to pull the victim female card. You doing this to a female, all because of a traffic ticket. This how people play the victim, like they ain't did nothing wrong. Nothing.
So take care of yourself. I know it make you feel real good. You're a real man now. You just slam me, knock my head in the ground. I got epilepsy, you motherfucker.
Look. Now she's saying all this shit off camera. Now on camera, we have seen the entire time that he ain't handled her no fucked up way. She been handling him fucked up. She gets off camera.
Chyna wants to know, why isn't Princella using this video to discuss how effed up the patriarchy is? Because Princella's regular MO is disdain for the black woman, especially black women who are unruly and not mammies. I mean, I've played it for you a few times, but we can play it again. We can play it again so that you can see how Princella feels about black women, how what she feels in her heart.
He walked up there without any aggression, and he addressed her as ma'am. He addressed her as ma'am, okay? So that's respect given already. Step number one. Give respect, you get respect.
That's what they told you.
Typically
Listen.
doesn't believe that she has to give anybody respect. Anybody believe that she typically doesn't believe. The black female typically doesn't believe that she has to give anybody respect, even if a person is respecting her. What do I mean?
And then it goes on from there. The black female typically doesn't believe that she has to give anybody respect. And there's a lot more to it than just that. But listen.
And start screaming like he handling her messed up. Then she say, you slam my head into the ground. I got epilepsy, you motherfucker. Right? The whole time she's sitting up here exaggerating and making up shit. Exaggerating and making up stuff. Because when she told the story back to the cop on why she got pulled over, she told him something that was not true.
Let me fast forward. Okay.
Good. You should have thought about that before you start resisting. All right, yeah, this is real good. Real good for a female, yeah. Y'all strong, ooh. Y'all real strong.
I want you to wait right here.
Strong.
Wait right here.
I can't go nowhere with your fucking knee on my back, duh.
I'm gonna open your door. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave.
So, if you all remember, 2016 was a time where racial tensions were very high. He's telling somebody else that they need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. Was somebody coming over telling them that they shouldn't have been handling a woman like that? His knee was in her back. She said her head was slammed on the ground. These are things that she's saying, not knowing whether she is or isn't off of camera. She doesn't know for sure whether she's on camera or not, but she's giving an account of what she says is happening to her. And the female officer who has arrived on the scene is not saying, no one's knee is in your back. Your head wasn't slammed on the ground. She's not saying that. Her silence corroborates. These are the facts. These are the facts that when she said you slammed my head on the ground, the female officer that was there did not protest that information.
For a warning, you're going to jail for resisting arrest. Stand up.
How do you go to jail for resisting arrest?
Tuck your knee in. Listen, you gotta sit up on your butt.
Slam my head into the ground.
Sit up on your butt.
Listen to how he's telling you to get up. I can't even hear. Yes, you can. He
Sit up on
my
your butt.
fucking head into the ground.
Sit up on your.
So, do you all hear what's going on? This is so triggering. So triggering. You cannot get arrested for resisting arrest. What is the arresting offense? What law did she break? She broke no law that requires arrest. Running a stop sign, failure to check, these are ticketable offenses. He got in his feelings over her not being pleasant with him and her having a cigarette in the car. Otherwise, he says you're being arrested for resisting arrest. He lost his job. He never read her Miranda rights. He never told her what she was being arrested for. He needed to lose his job. This type of man, he shouldn't be in authority.
What the hell? I'm in for a traffic signal. I swear to God. All of this for a traffic signal. Thank you for recording. Thank you for a traffic
So
signal.
someone starts recording.
Everything. No. Everything. I hope y'all feel
This officer saw everything.
And I'm so glad to put that. You just got on the scene. So whatever. I know you wasn't. You were pulling up. No, you didn't.
Now, she act like she been in the right. She act like the cop.
So at this point, a pedestrian had come up and started filming, but you heard him telling the person that they needed to leave. Get out of here. You need to leave. And then he claims that the female officer saw everything. She didn't, because she wasn't there on the scene at first when he was touching her off camera.
Was in the wrong. You just got here. You ain't seen nothing. Ma'am, based on what we've seen from the time the other person got pulled over till you got pulled over, ma'am, you've been causing the damn problem the whole time. Now, supposedly, I can't hear because he slammed my head into the concrete. Y'all, she said he slammed her head into the concrete. Did y'all see?
This is the problem I have is the reiteration of false information. She said you slammed my head into the ground. There's grass over there. So she says he slammed her head into the ground. There's grass there. When did she say you slammed my head into the concrete? When did she say that? So Princella says that she likes to deal with the facts. The facts are not that she said that her head was slammed into the concrete.
Any bruises on her face in the mugshots? Any bruises where he supposedly slammed her head into the concrete?
Wow.
She just saying shit.
Let me fast forward. Not fast forward, but change the speed.
Somebody in the messing up.
No, ma'am. You didn't see everything you have to. I'm not talking to you. You don't have to. You don't have to.
2547 counter. Okay. Send me a first available for arrest.
First available record. We have the 1098 North US first available record. And the 1098 North US.
Yeah, I'm good. She started yanking away, then kicked me, so I took her straight to the ground.
And there you got it right there. Yeah.
She did kick him. She kicked him. And then she said, let's do this, and then she kicked him. And then look, that's a black lady officer. That's a black lady officer.
And data shows that black police officers are often more cruel to black people than other officers because the black police officers are attempting to prove that they're not biased.
Just sitting up here and the media played into this shit, yo. That's the issue. The this.
I'll search it for you if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you search on video?
Yeah.
Hurt? No. Did you see it when we...
You see how calm he say? Because see, the facts don't need no defense. The truth don't need no defense. He say, it's cool. It's all recorded. It's all on camera. It's all on camera. It's all on video. He ain't even tripping.
God, this is unbelievable. It is time for us to get up again and move. It's time for a movement break. This is unbelievable. All right, you all said to look for what the next time that it's time for us to get up? We're supposed to look for what type of music? Oh, bachata. I think that's what you all said. Let's see if we can find some bachata. I don't know how to dance to bachata, but I love that crying voice that they sing in. Let's see. That's not bachata. That's not bachata. Oh, this is bachata. Oh, this doesn't have any words though. All right, let's see what this one is.
Vamos a celebrarlo tú y yo, tú y yo. Vamos a brindar por el amor que tuvimos. Inmediatamente bregando con los llaves.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have here. So that song was called Pensando. Let's see. This one is called Hace Tiempo. I got time. Let's see who got time today, because we got time today. Let's see. You know, when it gets late, I can't take the auto-tune sound. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. All right, get up out your seat, y'all. They talking about baila, so it's time for you to baila. Come on.
Baby, quiero nadar en tus palmas. No necesito sombra ni paraguas. Mi amor, me gusta cuando estamos mojaditas. Botella como será calentita. Y no tengo mucho que perder. Yo aguanta para mí. Yo te enseño, baby. tu cuerpo nunca lo suelto. Encima de mi baby siempre te siento. Siempre te siento. Siento. No hay nadie más con que prefiera bailar. Aguanta y baila. Como fuego iluminamos el cielo con nuestro amor. Aguanta y baila. Siempre llegó el momento de dejarte. Siempre me duele cuando estamos aparte. Nos pasamos muy bien juntos. Dejemos nuestra huella y punto. Estoy loco por tocarte, pero no me atrevo a textarte. Tú solo bailas en mi mente, mi amor. No hay nadie más con que prefiera bailar. Aguanta y baila. Como fuego iluminamos el cielo con nuestro amor. Aguanta y baila. Siempre llegó el momento de dejarte. Siempre me duele cuando estamos aparte. Nos pasamos muy bien juntos. Dejemos nuestra huella y punto.
All right. All right. All right. All right. I hope you all got up and moved, because the reason we do the movement breaks is because we're sitting down for long periods of time, and it's important that we get up and get the blood flowing. So wherever it is that you are, even if you're in bed, clench your glutes, tighten up your muscles, and just do something. Even if you could just lift up to just get a little ab work in. As long as you're moving, stretch your leg, pull your quad behind you. The reason we do these movement breaks is because we're sitting for a long time. These are hours-long videos, and it's important as an effort for self-love that you love yourself enough to know that you are worth a little bit of movement, having a little bit of joy, dancing and moving, even if it's just a little bit, all right? All right, we're gonna jump back into the video. I'm gonna set the timer for 35 minutes, and then that'll be our next movement break. It's because Tonya is bilingual and bimusical. Wait a minute, I wish I could move my hips like that. I'm stiff. No, you can move, you can move, you can move. But you know what? We listen to music from all different parts of the world while we're here. So, listen, there's, let's see. There's sounds of Japan. Let's see what some of the sounds of Japan are. Let's see. This is called Lost in Japan. Okay. There's only one song in the Japanese. Oh, that sounds like a voice. That's funky. All right, this is a Tokyo song. Let's see what this says. This has some. For those of you who don't watch anime, you're missing out on an entire genre of fantastical fantasy. I don't even know how else to put it. Well, this is the Japanese section. Is this K-pop? Because it says we're in the Sounds of Japan. This is the section that it's in. So let's see what else we have. There is Exploring India. Let's see. Let's see what this is. This is 80 beats per minute, 120 beats per minute. Let's see. All right. All right, let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the video. All right, let's get back to the video. Let's get back. All right. All right, let's get back. I'm sweating, y'all. Oh, you know what? Somebody told me that I have to remind us to take a water break. So drink some water, y'all. We were just dancing. Drink some water. Okay, we'll do some Afro beats next time. Next break, we'll do Afro beats. Here, we got 35 minutes before the next break. All right. Take some sips of some water. Keep yourself hydrated. All right. This whole situation is so sad, and I just don't understand why we would be mocking this. Oh, okay. Hey, D. Spendrella is here. She's the commenter that made me realize that out of the two people there, the cop is the one that's most likely to not know. I'm sorry. The cop is the one to most likely know how far his camera stretches.
He not even tripping. She kicked him. She threw the first blow. After he asked her 12 times to get out the car, she kicked him. But you know what? People who watch this don't want to say Sandra Bland did anything wrong. It's the cop fault. He should have just gave her the ticket and walked away. No.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to give her a warning. He wasn't even giving her no goddamn ticket.
So then he should have given her the goddamn
she
ticket.
Her motherfucking mouth and
She should have. She should have kept her mouth closed, but she didn't. Let's deal with what the situation is. And using words like should are judgment-based words that don't really get you anywhere. They just get you into the feeling of blame or shame. There's no such thing as should. She could have kept her mouth closed, but she didn't. And he did not have to give her a warning. He could have just given her the damn ticket. The ticket would have been better than this. If he would have given her the ticket, she would have most likely still been alive. But it was probably the universe's time that decided it. I don't know. But he could have just given her a ticket and let her go.
Accepted the warrant and respected the warning and respected the officer the way he was respecting her. But y'all.
And yes, she could have just taken the warning. But when he was at the window trying to give her the warning, this is when he was asking her what was wrong with her face. Why you look like that? Well, what's wrong? You seem upset. Bitch, she getting a ticket. Or she thinks she's getting a ticket. Just let her know it ain't no ticket and let her go about her damn business.
Act like y'all want to be able to behave any kind of motherfucking way and then say what somebody else supposed to do. While you...
Oh, Ange says, how could she have kept her mouth shut when the police officer repeatedly kept asking her questions? I don't know why this just didn't dawn on me until now. Oh my gosh. He's the one who got her to talking. He's the one who got her to talking. She wasn't hollering out at him. She was sitting there waiting for the ticket when he's asking her what's going on with your face, why you look like that, you look upset. And then she starts explaining what's the matter. Then he tells her to put out the cigarette. Because if he would have asked her those questions and she wouldn't have answered, then that would have been a problem too. Oh my goodness. Most likely would have been a problem. Because if he's asking her a question and she's like,
get to behave fucked up. No, ma'am.
Right here?
Yeah, I saw this every time question.
I'm sweating, y'all. I'm sweating. Or am I
This
just
is what you
glowing?
pull with the cuffs. I know it still. So your ring got you there? I had the chain. Well, not the chain, but like, you got the 2 loops. It ain't kick me too hard. She still kick me though. You got a more feet. It's not through the skin, but you got a nice stretch. I'm a paramedic, that's why I know you are. Look. I'm not She do that? Yeah, that's all from the cuff. That's super cuffs, that's not from her skin or anything else? No, all from the cuff. Right. So I let go of the cuff, wrapped around her,
He did call back up as soon as it escalated. You got to watch the video from the beginning. As soon as he had to pull her out the car, he called back up.
Dead. Got her down. Clean it up. There. I called for it already. If you wouldn't mind.
Damn, Peach is getting a damn body cam and all of that. I mean, at this point, it's getting unbelievable out here.
816, show 1 in custody. I have a Texas DL, please, if you can run it.
All right, it looks like they are just, let's speed this up.
9733. 6459733. You run a complete hold number 2547, please.
Sheena is saying, I've talked crap to cops. You're pulling me over. I don't owe you a smile like a fake AB. Lord of mercy. Let me try to see if I can speed this up some more.
So my point, when everybody went to talking about she didn't have to die, first and foremost, she didn't die at the damn traffic stop. My point is this: she'd have never been to the damn jailhouse at all had she shut the fuck up and put the warning. Had she put out the cigarette, had she respected the cop the way he was respecting her, there would have never been a trip to the jailhouse. She would have never had to call somebody to bail her out. None of this ever would have went down, and Sandra Bland would probably still be here if she didn't unalive herself. But based on all of this, clearly has a mental issue. Because I don't know what delusional world she's living in. Right? After she got turned down, nobody came to her rescue. It was then ruled that she unalived herself. And her unaliving herself is very believable based on this. Based on this. Like she's trying to bait the cop into actually screwing her up.
This is bizarre that she's saying that. Can you all hear me? I feel like my sound is not. So basically, her premise is that based on this, she feels that Sandra Bland unalived herself. What is it about this that makes her feel that Sandra Bland was not wanting to live?
And then playing the victim. All this, ma'am, you created this entire situation.
There were 2 people in the situation that both were taking actions in the situation. Both people contributed to this outcome. It could have gone differently had either one of them done things differently. And someone is asking, where's the empathy for those suffering with mental illnesses? Apparently there is none.
Kiana, you a whole lie. We done watched this entire video. Back we had 20 minutes. And how long I've been recording live? How long I've been live? I don't even know how long I've been live. We've been live.
All right, have a good night, Kimmy.
Talking about why we missing it. No, you missing it because, ma'am, you clearly just got here. You clearly just got here. Man, we've been live for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and we only got through 20 minutes worth of this video. If you think that we ain't watched to get out the car part, ma'am, she had an attitude the moment she opened her mouth. She was acting crazy from the moment she opened her mouth. I don't know what you was watching, but you're going to have to go back and watch this thoroughly and not through the perception of victimhood, to the perception of anger. Get rid of your anger, get rid of what you think you know about this situation, and look at it with raw, clear eyes. Because this woman was out of line, and she'd been on bullshit no from the moment she opened her damn mouth. You know what? That sure was a good time to play Flint Floss, wasn't it? While she was doing all that hollering and screaming, baby, won't you show your mouth, baby, won't you hug your mouth, I should have wrote down a time stamp. Oh, I do have a time stamp. 20. We had 20 minutes and 35 seconds. Let's go back to 13:39. Let's go back to 13:39 and let Flint Floss tell her to shut her mouth. Yeah.
Listen, man. You stop. Now stop.
You was such a pussy. Shut up. You hurt my rib. You hit my head on.
Is this appropriate to you all? I'm going to put that back on normal speed. And then, so she's going back.
Time to play Flint Flossie, wasn't it? While she was doing all that hollering and screaming, baby, won't you shut your mouth, baby, won't you hug your mouth, I should have wrote down a time stamp. Oh, I do have a time stamp. 20. We had 20 minutes and 35 seconds. Let's go back to 13:39. Let's go back to 13:39 and let Flint Flossie tell her to shut her mouth.
Listen, man.
If you would stop, and I would tell you.
Oh, fucking traffic.
Now stop.
You are such a pussy.
You are such a pussy. Shut up. You hurt my wrist. You hit my head on the ground. You hit my head on the ground. I can't hear. I got epilepsy, bitch.
I just don't understand how any of this is funny. So she's getting ready to play some copyrighted music in here from some song called Shut Your Mouth, Flint Flossie. So this is, I don't know who this is, but apparently the people on her channel know who this is. So this is some person. What is on this person's chin? What in the world? Let me hear this for a second. Nope. 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 All right, now we're back to the video.
Flint Flossie.
I guess this is some sort of parody or something. I just want to get back to the video.
Right? She created this. Say you slinging me around. Camera, listen, I'm sorry, but not really that sorry, because she off camera creating a situation that ain't even happening. Y'all, she off camera creating a situation that is not happening.
I'm going to tell you all where Princella messed up. I'm going to tell you where she messed up. Where she messed up is she let the veil come down. Let me refresh this. She messed up by letting the veil come down because she had these videos in her past. Because when it came to other situations in the media where women needed her to, it was very different in present day than her actually having to go back and show.
Because she know she off camera and can't nobody see.
How does she know that?
So she say, the first thing she say was, okay, so you want me to sit down? Or do you want to throw me on the ground? Then he asked her, do you have anything on your person? Because at this point, she got her hands behind her back. Do you have anything on your person? This is a maxi dress, okay?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need you all to let me know whether or not we're still live on your end. Is it back up and running? Let me know because okay, it's better now. All right. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. It kind of skipped out for a little bit. All right. So basically, she's mocking the fact that the woman had on a dress and was telling him,
yeah. She created this, say you slinging me around. Ah! Off camera, listen, I'm sorry, but not really that sorry, because she off camera creating a situation that ain't even happening. Y'all, she off camera creating a situation that is not happening, because she know she off camera and can't nobody see. So she say, the first thing she say was, okay, so you want me to sit down? Or do you want to throw me on the ground? Then he asked her, do you have anything on your person? Because at this point, she got her hands behind her back. Do you have anything on your person? This is a maxi dress, okay? Well, I'm just going to remove your glasses. I'm going to remove your glasses. Can you move over here? Ah, you're hurting my wrist. Ah, ah. You slammed my face on the ground. I can't hear. I got epilepsy, bitch. Yo.
I honestly...
Don't get mad at me for laughing at the shit that she created on the side of the road.
So, in Princella's mind, if she had to choose between believing the word of a black woman who says that she's being harmed and a white cop she don't know from Adam, we don't know what his other traffic stops outside of this, we don't know what his interactions with black people have been like on this or any other day. We don't know what other allegations. He was fired for a reason. And in this situation, she's made up some scenario claiming that the first person he pulled over was black. We don't know anything about that, yet this woman says that she deals in facts. This is unbelievable that and then it's not like she laughed one time. I thought I had to rewind so that you all would see her laughing. It's not like she laughed one time. She's been laughing for the past hour over and over again.
Listen. Richard Pryor is dead. I don't care if you find it distasteful. Richard Pryor is not living, but Richard Pryor did some funny shit while he was living. He did some funny shit while he was living. And I'm sorry, the shit that she pulled on the side of the road where she was not in the camera was funny. Because that shit was not happening. That shit wasn't happening. So hey, man, y'all can call it whatever you want to call it.
This is when people were criticizing her because black women were becoming awake. I was asked over and over again to review this video. Somebody said this is low down dirty work reviewing this video, and they called me trifling reviewing it. I've been asked to review this because the people wanted to hear my take on it, and this is my take.
No, you are. You're yanking around. Full traffic signal. You are yanking around. When you pull away from me, you're resisting arrest. This make you feel real good, don't it? A female full traffic signal.
She calling him a pussy. So that ain't funny? You pussy? You just a pussy ass cop. You scared of a female. Hey, man. She out the camera calling all this shit. I'm sorry. Y'all can find it distasteful all you want to. You can find it distasteful. I think the media portraying this shit like she was some kind of victim is distasteful. That's what I find distasteful. I think a cop being vilified for doing his job to placate to black people's emotion, I think that's distasteful. Very. But y'all don't have no problem with that. Y'all don't have no problem with the distasteful stuff that the media is doing to incite racial tensions that ain't even there. I'm sorry. You can find it distasteful all you want to. I don't.
The racial tensions ain't there?
Because that shit was bogus as hell. Baby, won't you shut your mouth, because he didn't ask you 12 times to get out the car.
Let's speed this up, y'all. I can't believe what we just heard.
Right. They'll call me distasteful while they sitting up here saying that the cop should have just gave her a ticket and don't call her distasteful for none of the bullshit she's sitting up here doing. Right? I'm distasteful, but she's not distasteful for the fuck shit that she's sitting up here doing.
Distasteful is doing something in poor taste, not doing something that's socially unacceptable or socially frowned upon. Being rude to other people is socially frowned upon. However, laughing at a person in pain is poor taste. That is distasteful.
Yeah, you can miss me with that. You can miss me all the way with that. I think that's about it with the interactions, because the rest of this is just, let me see when they start driving off. They towed her car. Citizens think that they can do whatever they want as if the cops don't have a life to protect, as if they don't have to worry about interactions that they have with strangers all the time, right? People need to treat each other better. You need to have respect for each other. It ain't just a one-way street. That's my thing. People think that respect is a one-way street and that people just owe you respect. No. And in her situation, she owed the cop respect because she was in the wrong and the cop approached her with respect. Point blank, period. She wouldn't have been in no cop car had she not been behaving that way. So,
from what it is that I'm hearing from people in Texas, calling somebody ma'am is just the way that you all speak down there, that it's not necessarily a sign of respect, that it's just a word. So I'm confused by a lot of this. This is strange.
The reality is you can't call me out on nothing. You can't call me out on nothing because I stand on what I said. I stand on it because you know what? I got sense enough to watch the whole footage. The truth don't need no defense. Truth don't need no defense. And whatever position I hold, I can back up my position. I can stand on it. And I'm bold enough to double down on it because I know it's the truth. And I stand on what's right. I don't care if you're black, white, male, female, Asian, Hispanic. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You expect emotionalism. You expect a person to be biased. I ain't biased. I'm not biased. You want me to be biased, but I'm not. And I'm not taking Sandra Bland's side just because she's a black woman. I'm not excusing none of that bullshit just because she's a black woman and she ain't alive no more. Y'all got this real stupid ass shit about death that you can't talk about nobody once they gone. I don't believe in that. Your actions, what you create, will live on, and we got the right to talk about it. I don't care if you've been gone for 10 years, 2 years, 1 year, 20, 30, 100 years.
So this is my thing. At the same time, because a lot of people are saying Sandra Bland was a social justice warrior for black men. At the same time that Sandra Bland was mammying for black men, Princella was mammying for them too. So what's the difference between the shift that Princella claims that she had and the shift that Sandra Bland was never able to get? She never got a chance to grow out of her mammy phase because she's dead now. So it's like, can we recognize the humanity of a person, the breadth and depth of a human being, that they may be suffering from some sort of mental health issue? If there's a police officer that is suffering from a mental health issue, he has a duty to get those issues checked out. The citizen, if the citizen is suffering from mental health issues, where is the governing body to assist the citizen in getting the help that they need? Where is the person to help Princella get the help that she needs right now? The thing about it is that the police officer has a higher threshold of the burden on him because he is a person acting in a professional capacity paid for by our tax dollars. He is an employee of the citizens. A citizen can have an attitude. The people are saying that Sandra Bland had low emotional intelligence. This may be true. This may be true. And there can be two things true at once. She can have low emotional intelligence. She most likely needed some form of healing. Where is the empathy for the different things that people are going through that we interact with on a daily basis? Especially if you've been given a gun by the state, a gun to carry to keep people under control, to enforce the laws of the land. That's the highest honor you can be given. And a person like that needs to have exemplary de-escalation skills, etc., etc.
Whatever you leave behind, we have a right to analyze it at any point in time. And I'm not just going to say nice stuff about you because you ain't here no more.
So Princella is now saying that we have a right to analyze anything that you leave behind at any point in time. So we have a right to analyze the videos that she made kissy facing up inside a car in some relationship with a man who had a wife. And she was his side piece, claiming that she was a sister wife in some polyamorous relationship with a man who had her as a round the way fillet. So we can pull up these videos. This is what it is that she's saying, that this is the legacy that you've left behind. Refresh. There was a for anybody who can hear what I'm saying right now, there was a break in the connection. Refresh, please. Listen, there are plenty of people who are trying to get my channel taken down for discussing this. There are plenty of people. Maybe there were some reports that came in and they tried to take the video down live midstream, because that has never happened before. Who knows what was going on?
That's irrelevant to me. That's irrelevant to me. Now, I'm going to let you speak your piece. If you want to call. If you want to call the line, because I got my mixer. So you can call. And tell me what you want to say. Right? You can tell me what you want to say. She should have behaved better and she would have still been here. She'd have still been here.
Beware of any person who claims that they are of higher consciousness and they're using words like should. Should is a word that assigns that there's a certain way that things should be. The word should only brings up feelings of blame or shame, because should is brought up when there is a clear delineation between what a thing was supposed to be. And in this life, nothing was supposed to be anyway. Things could be a certain way, but we need to really, truly remove ourselves and our biases and just look at the facts.
Maybe if she didn't unalive herself somewhere else. Right? All right. So 832-627-6575, 832-627-6575. You can call the line and tell me what you think about this new footage that you didn't see.
We
This
saw
new
this
footage that
footage
you didn't see.
before. Let me put this up on 2x speed.
Hello, Princella.
Hey, how you doing? Who am I speaking with?
Erica.
Hey, Erica, what you got for me tonight or today?
Well, I was thinking, well, I was in prison for a little bit,
Mhm.
and when I was in there, they kind of did the same thing in there, where whenever black girls would, snap out and just, they would cater to them, and like we would all get locked down, or just really stupid stuff that was happening.
Mhm.
It was the same thing. But I'm glad you brought up the topic, because I think a lot of people are just afraid to talk about things like this, but you can.
Mhm.
And thank you for doing that.
Thank you. I
Because
appreciate it.
I've actually had to go through a lot of things with, because I was, I'm Puerto Rican, and I was brought up in the hood. So I had to go through a lot of things, being bullied and always being jumped and things like that.
The
So,
dog whistles. So she was from the hood. She's Puerto Rican, and she was jumped by all these black girls. So this is the audience to whom she's catering. We know that Princella's ex-girlfriend is a non-black woman. So we know how she feels about the black woman. And she has the same pathological thinking as many of these males out here who think that a person of a different complexion is the better option. We heard how she feels about black women, that the black woman typically feels that she doesn't have to respect anybody.
it's about time somebody said something.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you,
appreciate you.
Princella.
You're welcome.
You're great. Love you.
Love you too. All right. Bye.
It's
Bye.
about time somebody said something about these black bees.
Hello.
Hello, Princella speaking. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, this is Black Lily.
Hello, Black Lily.
Hey. So I just saw your show, and it is something else because it reminds me of myself in the past. Because I used to be very angry and aggressive, especially towards men, based off of abuse when I was younger. And I used to think it was something to do with me based off of the abuse that happened. And all my relationships, I basically wanted to win, because I was sexually assaulted when I was younger, and then also abused. So I had this mindset: if I could get in this a relationship with a man, and if I could, like how she was taunting them, I did the same thing, and wanting that violence to happen in my mind. And this is so crazy because I'm a woman, and over here taunting a man in my previous relationships and getting in a abusive situations, and feeling like like how she was, feeling like a victim, but yet wanting to be a hero of my myself, the past,
Right.
So I can relate to that, and I am so grateful to find you, because I, just like you when you were speaking about your your life, I just, it was crazy how delusional I was, and it took me a while to realize that the responsibility we have as a woman, for me as myself as a woman, and in the healing process I had to go through, and I'm still going through. But I think I think you are just, I just don't even know how to explain how amazing you are and how much of a divine gift you are. And I came across you like a month ago, and I feel like I found a gem, and it's kind of sad because I know if I kind of share you with some of the women in my life, they will probably, shun me. But I don't know. I just want to thank you. And
If the person you follow or are listening to, if the people who love you most would shun you for listening to that person, if you have to hide the content that you're consuming from the people who love you most, that could be a red flag.
and it's just an honor. It's an honor to speak to you. And yes, ma'am, I just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hello, Princella speaking.
Hey, it's unpopular. How you doing?
I'm fantastic in yourself.
I'm doing well, thank you. So I called in to say that I really appreciate you being objective about all of this. I never saw the complete video until today, earlier on TikTok. Very interesting. Love your take. Definitely agree with it. Now, my question is, do you think that she was so adamant on wanting to be a Malcolm X so bad? Do you think that that stemmed from male-centeredness?
Yeah, I mean, because if you go back and even just look at any of the videos, it's always been about black males getting killed by the cops, right? Her whole thing was to stand up for black men, to stand up with this pro-black shit like she was tough. The pro-black program is a very detrimental program for black people. It don't work out in your favor, right? It actually is like a viral program that causes self-sabotage. And this is exactly what she had. And you got to always remember, pro-black don't mean pro-black. Pro-black literally means pro-black man.
Yeah, I think that's a toxic community to be a part of anyway. I sort of figured it out a few years ago. So, yeah. All right. Thank you. It was very interesting. Talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
Hi, Princella.
Princella speaking. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Princella. This is Arwen from the chat. I just wanted to say that I was also hoodwinked by, at the time, the liberal media in 2015. And I thought I was doing the right thing. I'm a white identifying person, and I have always been considerate of people who needed extra attention. And this to me seemed like something that at the time was worth attention. But as time progressed, the media manipulated this footage, during the time, they manipulated it, but we became aware of it through people like you, so thank you. And I just think on a deeper level, we need to kind of consider how often this manipulation is happening in the media. And as a programmer, I advertise my own stuff, and I think people get stuck in, algorithmic echo chambers, and they eventually just produce mental illness. And I think, you're doing such a good job at telling the truth and exposing what's going on, and it's really deeply painful. But I just had a couple of points that I thought might be really good for us to consider for the future so that we as a whole can stop being a victim of manipulative tactics done through the media. So I personally think it's good to diversify your news sources. And I think listening to people like you are really great because you challenge, and you're not part of a big media conglomerate. So independent thinkers really need to be considered. Processing critical thinking, evaluating the information that you've been delivered really critically, like we are today. And I thank you for displaying that today, as line by line, as they do in a college course. And again, that's something I'm really proud of you for actually showing up in a college. I think having open dialogue is something that you're exceptionally strong with. And that's what we got to do. We got to have open dialogue about these issues and continuing to have literacy about the media, how they work, and how to interpret this information and how it affects the public. Aside from that, I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Princella. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Professor P.
Hey, how you doing?
This is Diana. Good. I love your show. So I'm going to bring up a hot topic. I'm a Black woman. When I voiced my concerns about Sandra, how she behaved, I was called anti-Black, an Oreo cookie. I was called all kinds of things. And George Floyd, it was terrible that the media manipulated the public because we're all stuck in the house in lockdown to see this over and over again. And we had to say, oh, this is horrible. Well, nobody wants to see someone die on camera. Literally, it's not a movie, right? And so the problem is, I think the biggest challenge to the Black community is to stop calling people Oreo cookie because they don't agree. It's almost like we censor one another if it's not what we call pro-Black. And I believe in calling, as you're calling this out, the behavior, she had this coming to her. She orchestrated it. So I'm agreeing with you. I had to call in, but I think just Black folks holding other Black folks accountable and stop expecting the whole world to bow down to us. Yes, there's injustice in the world. Absolutely. Yes, we do have a history where, our ancestors were persecuted, but it doesn't mean that you get to get a pass and disrespect everybody else.
Right.
And everybody else has to respect you because you're Black.
Exactly.
She had this coming to her. Wow. You know what? I'm like, wow, why am I even making this video? people are happy with what it is that they're hearing. They're happy with it. They're thanking her.
I'm just saying. So, but I love the work you do, and yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right, thanks. Hello.
Princella speaking. Who am I speaking with?
Hello, Princella. My name is Vanessa.
Hello, Vanessa. What you got for me today?
Well, I just wanted to say I really enjoyed watching this full video, but also looking at it from a perspective other than, co-signing each other's BS. I think when we do that we don't help each other grow, and we can actually prevent each other, you keep each other stuck. And another thing that this really made me look at myself, because I have had time in relationship where I have, mouthed off at a guy, in the...
Somebody talking about fell off the Walmart truck. Exactly. You know what time it is. Exactly.
Thinking that I was protecting myself. But what I really was doing, I was setting myself up to get hurt. But in the moment, I thought that, me speaking up and saying all this stuff was protecting myself. But, men do have testosterone, and because they can't handle their feelings, they could very well lash out because they don't have the words, and I see that I put myself in a really dangerous situation.
So then men should not be cops then. Men should not be judges. Men should not have any type of authority. That needs to be the talking point right there. If men are biologically ill-equipped to control themselves, then we need not give them guns. We need not make them police officers. We need not put them in any position in which, like Lou Ferrigno, if the wrong thing happened and all of a sudden. I mean, this is bizarre.
I'm grateful that I survived it, but looking at it from the outside looking in and saying how she was provoking that man and the things she was saying to him, I've said those very same words. And, that was very risky. I won't be doing that again.
Right.
But thank you so much. This was really a good insight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yes, that behavior is quite risky. Yes. Don't goad people into altercations. Sandra Bland's behavior was risky. Whenever you start hopping up inside of a man, any man's face, it is risky. However, we do not excuse the behavior of men because they were quote unquote provoked. This cop was provoked by her telling him, answering the question he asked her. Why you got that look? You look irritated. What's wrong with your face? Why you upset? She answered his question and he felt provoked by that. So there are two things that can be true at once. No, don't jump up in people's face and hold men accountable for their own behavior. Wow.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Princella speaking. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, this is Ernie. I was just calling in because as a male, and I've watched hours and hours of police interaction, that I just want to say and point out for everybody, the amount of restraint that officer showed was huge.
Ernie.
If that had been a male, that amount of restraint probably would not have been the same. And he did get loud and he did raise his voice with her, but other than that, he showed so much restraint that it was completely unfair for them to make him basically a scapegoat and fire him.
So these are the people that she's attracting to her platform. Okay, well, look, if this is what you like.
But I also wanted to say that I completely agree with you about the media, because the media will spin a story to match the narrative that they want to tell. So when it comes to things like this, it's really up to everyone as an individual.
A man kneeled on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 32 seconds? Whether George Floyd put a gun up against someone's belly or not, George Floyd is probably a trash human being. And the cop who knelt on his neck as he was crying for his mother and saying he couldn't breathe is also a trash human being. Two things can be true at once. It is time for our dance break. She got Ernie on the line. I don't know how much more of this we need to... Oh, snap. It's 2:50. 2 hours and 50 minutes. So we need to jump off of here. We need to do our dance break, and then we're going to get our self-love lessons. I don't know. Do you all want to hear more of these phone calls? If you want to hear more of these phone calls, put up a 5. If you're good, you could put up a 0. If we've heard enough to be able to move on, go ahead and put up a 0. So let's see the vote while I am looking for our song, our next song. Y'all said you want to hear some Afro beats, right? So we're going to look for some Afro beats. Afro beats. All right. Afro beats. Here we go. Afro beats. Afro beats genre. All right, let's see. This is called Lux. Let's see what this is. All right, so you all don't want to hear no more from this, okay?
What could he do for me? I told him that my love is free, but can you match me?
No. You talk about I told him my love is free. No, come on. I hope she get picked.
Coming up with a plan, somewhere I can begin. Memories of my hometown, keep crawling back.
Some of these songs be lacking. Let's see what this is saying. All right, if you all are over it, I'm fine.
We the children of light, and we will never let up. Never giving up fighting. We didn't make it through the night, yeah. Done the crawling all night, but keep your head up.
Tú aquí siempre a mi lado, cicatrices,
goodness.
curado, cicatrices.
This sounds like Spanish. I can't deal with the auto-tune late at night.
Girl, I realize all I need is you. I can never get enough. Say she hung way down. Yeah. Always down to have a good time. What they gonna say now?
I cannot.
I'm out of, yeah. Baby, you my only number one, got it. Even in my down times, I can get you out of my mind, sorry. Hey, I done run 1,000 days just to find. The thought of you keep running through my mind. I had to pull the plug this time. It was all good till the love gave in, girl. Yeah, I'll never fall for. Yeah,
what is going on?
Like she own it, looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my.
I don't know what's going on. This is turning out to be a bust. I might as well get up out of the seat now because.
How you looking calm, baby, in spite of the body stretching out your pinstripes. Got so much to tell you, come on inside. Hey. You was MIA from the invite. Tryna give me that with my hands tied. All I wish.
Let me. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Somebody said I was on the wrong side of Afrobeat.
Hey. Amaru. Only if you're ready. Let's go. I'm only looking for loyalty. All I need from you. I'm thinking you be the one for me. I can see it on you. Your love that do me every time. With you by my side, we gon' shine. Baby girl, you know you
somebody likes the music. I'm not feeling it.
You waiting all these stormy nights, oh yeah.
No, this is called Call on You. Yeah. Let's see what this is.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm just looking for something.
Turn up for the night. Real thing, she's no average girl. Too fine, oh she mine. She's so damn fine. I just wanna call on you. Money just fall on you. Another thing I won't do.
I don't know.
Ooh,
yes,
yeah.
no, in the middle.
I
yes,
just wanna call
no.
on you. Let me do it all for you. Can't nobody ball on you. Ooh yeah. She the girl in my visions. Now that I found you, I'm fiending for all your attention. Yeah. Hope you don't mind if I give you a tour of my mansion. Yeah. All of this for you, babe. Nothing I won't do.
Let's try something. Let's try.
One time out of 10. 2 times won't
I don't
you
know
be
what's
mine?
going on.
We just can't pretend. This love thing can take time. 3 times, then I'm in.
I don't understand.
Hey, yeah. Him no make you happy. No. Him no make you feel like I do. Tables turning my way. Yeah. I can feel you warming up to me. Oh.
No, no, no. We can give me another genre because I can't not no. Give me another genre. This is our last song of the night. Oh, you know what? There was a song we were listening to in the very, very beginning that I said we were going to come back to that song. This was it right here. All right, here we go. Get up out your seat. Get up out your seat. Get up out your seat. We listening to some.
This ain't a Beamer, this a big biz. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend. Put in work, baby, you could be my best man. Sending cash to my account, he investing. Dark shades on when I'm off the Migos. He tryna cuff me like a in a Rico. Moving through the like GTA with a cheat code. He claimed that he love me, but before not a freak. I just wanna dance all night. Can't nobody do it just like I. Boy, you got just what I like. Come on, baby, let's kiss, don't fight. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Ain't gotta say it, I know I'm the one you like. Ooh, damn, so the DJ turn the beat up. Got a white boy who be singing like a Beatle. Claim she getting bread, but I heard she doing keto. I don't do drugs, I'ma smoke a little weed up. I can't chase a man for no paper. Just think it's sweet, I'ma show him now or later. I be getting money on the wake up. He a broke boy, tell that nigga get his cake up. Only with dope boys, they the ones who spinning paper, get your weight up. Told him send an Addy and to stay up. She's out here mad, told him assalamu alaikum. Who that 5'5", she don't even need no makeup. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Ain't gotta say it, I know I'm the one you like.
All right, we got our movement in. All right. If you ever want to know the name of a song in my video, just Shazam it. But that was a person named Baha Banks with a $sign for the S. All right. So let's go ahead and get our self-love lessons together. Whew. What is your self-love lesson from today's video? We went through a lot. We went through a lot in this video. So I want you all to start getting your self-love lessons together. What is the self-love lesson that you've learned for more ways to love yourself? Yeah, I put this in the playlist. It was if that was that song was thumping. That song was thumping. So I want to hear your, so type SLL, and the rules for the self-love lessons are: type it from the I, me standpoint, and avoid using words like don't, not, never. Speak from the positive affirmative of what it is that you do want. So instead of never listen to a person, no, shift that around to I listen to people who uplift my spirit, who feel my spirit. I know what my self-love lesson is from all of this, right? Somebody is way behind in the video. They're still listening to the auto tunes. Oh, somebody is still dancing. So yeah, so some people are still behind. So yeah, so let's type SLL. Oh, and you know, we had that, we're 29 seconds behind because of the drop off, because the broadcast had dropped off in between when we were broadcasting. So I want to hear from you all. What is your self-love lesson? I know what my self-love lesson is. I'm going to share that at the end because I'm really stunned. I'm really stunned. And I am happy that I realized this in this video. I'm happy I realized this. So SLL, I guess we're still behind because people are still writing about the music and stuff like that. And the music been over for like a minute now. Whew, man, there's some deep SLLs in this video here today. So the video I'm talking about. So I see Trend is saying love yourself. I need you to change that around to love myself enough to know how to love others. Okay. I will maintain my mental health. Yes. Yes. Nia says or Noah says I'm not behind. All right. I hope you all got up and danced for that last one. That was a good song. Whew, man. After this, I'm going to jump back in the shower actually because I need to take another shower after all this dancing and stuff. I will believe people when they show me who they are. Yes, I like that. I like that. Love myself to know how to stay humble in all situations I want to live. Okay, okay, okay. Go ahead and be humble in every situation. We have emotions for a reason, and anger is an emotion that actually saves us from certain things. Anger helps you know when your boundaries are being stepped on. Anger lets you stand up for yourself. So if you want to be passive in most situations, that is cool. No name calling, please. Remain calm, poised, and righteous in my everyday interactions. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I personally think it's a little unreasonable to think that we are going to never experience anger. How do you love yourself enough to be able to do the inner work that you don't have a hair trigger? That's what I really want to hear about that. I have the right to be respected, protect my mind, what I take in and put out. Remember, my self-care is important. I have clear discernment of the motives and intentions of those I look to for guidance. That's a good one. Have empathy for myself so that I can continue to have empathy for others. I will respect my feelings. I am more discerning and forgiving myself for stumbles. Okay, and trusting. I see. I will advocate for myself. I will be accountable for all my actions. Okay. SOL to be my own self-love guru. I feel you on that. Keep my skin flawless like Tonya. So listen, I appreciate you saying that, but when it comes to the self-love lessons, I really like for people, because this is the payment right here. This is why I do these videos. I do these videos for the self-love part at the end. Otherwise, there's really no reason for me to do the videos if people are not getting it. And when you all type your self-love lessons, that helps me know that the work that I'm doing good work. So please take these seriously. I'm accountable for my actions. I love myself through all my stages of growth. Oh, I like that. 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 I like that, because in our stages of growth, we have to have love, for ourselves. It's like a baby not loving itself because it can't walk yet, or because it's learning to walk, or you not loving your baby because your baby can't walk yet. No, it's like you give love even in the stages of growth. So I love that. I love that. I love that. All right. So listen, I'm going to give my self-love lesson, and I am going to jump out of here, right? So go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And for me, my self-love lesson in today's video is about tempering my expectation, to understand that different people have, like when those calls started coming in, I thought for sure that people were going to be like, yeah, this is out of order, la 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 la. So my lesson of loving myself is about really understanding that there are so many different lanes out here, and that I can just really expand in my lane, really, and maintain the expectation that the people who are driving at that speed will find their way into my lane. Because, yeah, and then also look and see, is the lane that I'm in filled with wrecked cars? Or, because I have to assess, when, if the bulk of the people interacting with my content or whatnot are people who who have problematic ideals, racist ideals, gender hating ideals, that I have to really kind of take a look at myself and see, what am I putting out there, and really kind of assess. So my self-love lesson is really about looking at my lane and understanding that there are many lanes out there, and that people are happy in their lane, and allow them. There's a mosquito trying to get to me. And this mosquito, wow. I wish I had gotten him, because he's alive. But nonetheless, that's my self-love lesson. My self-love lesson is about about talking to the people who feel what it is that I'm saying, and just sending out love to those who have problematic points of view. So that's my self-love lesson is really about just finding my lane and expanding my lane and assessing what that lane looks like. You know what I mean? Because one of the things that we are seeing is that there's a lot of confusion and there's a lot of confusion and destruction in certain people's lanes. And so, yeah. What am I seeing in mine? Am I seeing well-adjusted businesswomen, or well-adjusted mothers, well-adjusted, happy, healthy human beings? Or is everyone around in crisis? So that's my self-love lesson, to really kind of to just look at that. So on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Tonya TKO, and I am out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And what's going on? Let me refresh this. I'm going to play my music going out. right. I'll see you all in the next video.
This ain't a Beamer, this a big deal. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend. Put in work, baby, you could be my best man. Sending cash to my account, he infesting. Dark shades on when I'm off the nigga. He's tryna cuff me like a in a Rico. Moving through the like GTA with a cheat code. Claim that he love me, but before not a freak. I just wanna dance all night. Can't nobody do it just like I. You got just what I like. Come on, baby, let's kiss and fight. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like.